The Last of Us? More like a pack of nuts, because if I needed to survive a tasty mushroom apocalypse, this is what I'm taking with me. So let's check it out. When it comes to the end of the world and I'm trying to be the last man standing, this is what I'm counting on for the most epic KD ratio. Plus, we had to pay homage to the show's original wardrobe because the Flint and Tinder wax jacket comes in clutch, keeping us warm, plus also just feels super soft on the inside too. However, starting with the tiniest tool in the arsenal, the Combat Bead Scout Medic tucks away discreetly, but when summoned, is surprisingly useful for its tiny blade. Mainly thanks to that long and skinny handle that gives it a great personality, but also gives it a really cute design you wouldn't expect to work. However, it's perfect for the small jobs and even some arts and crafts when you're not busy running for your life. Then pop it back into its sheath and it will let all the shroom heads around you know that you're familiar with handling a small, thin pencil-like tube. For those born after the year 2000, this was our iPhone. But what's even more nostalgic is this retro-looking lighter that requires one too many steps to activate. But doesn't that describe the past pretty accurately anyways? This all-metal build is shaped like a bullet with the silver sleeve that slides up to release the flint. Then, well, bam. Nothing fancy, just plain old liquid thunder in the palm of your hands. It's not the easiest to operate or the most ergonomic to use, but if you pull this out around your next Firefly meetup, trust me when I say it will be lit. Now, when strumming around empty streets, I need to make sure I've got all my goods. The ORBITGear S101 Morph is like if a shopping bag actually got infected by the shrooms and tripled in size. So the question isn't what can it fit, it's what can't it fit. Hence why I'm carrying the K-Bar Becker tack tool, designed for your mundane gardening work, but also perfect for slicing up some mushrooms, if you know what I mean. Seriously, this can clear out any passage, but let's be real, even in an apocalypse, you'll still need something to open your Amazon packages too. Win-win. Like me, it's chunky and measures in at 7 inches long, which also doubles as a scraper with its flat edges, a pry when you just need that sugar fix, and a rope cutter that honestly just gives the design some real attitude. Everything about it is supersized, which the ladies know just feels way better in the hand anyways. So yeah, I would count on this to get the job done, whether it's shaping my tomato tree or making sure I defeat the boss level with enough quarters to spare. And you'd be foolish not to store your extra lives in your bag, which is where the Uncharted supply Triage kit offers that in-game bonus within a neatly packed pouch. Thin, flexible, and with no space wasted, this velcroed shut Ziploc-like pouch has everything you'd need for that moment when you scream, "Oh shit." Like waterproof matches that light even when wet, but also, as we found out, relights itself auto-magically too. Zip ties that can actually be reused. Lubricant because it's just tough trying to stay excited when the world is coming to an end. Plenty of bandages including an XL version, and even duct tape because it just fixes 69% of all your problems, physically and emotionally speaking. Now, never in my average boring life would I need this, but when I saw it, I wanted it so bad, just to do this. Come on. Although I needed to find out if it actually worked, you know, against all the zombies and mushroom addicts. So trust me when I say, when it comes to them tasty vegetables, it'll do just fine. However, just for giggles, I wanted to see how much damage it could do, and yeah, this speaker had no chance. You could get this just to flick it open all day, and I wouldn't blame you, because it actually locks in place and is a fully functioning tool when you need it to be as well. Made of chunks of thick metal combined with carbon fiber accents, which are completely useless other than to make it look 10 times cooler. Combine that with a textured grippy handle that makes it safe to operate with some force, but then, well, bam, neatly tucked away if you ever wanted to just slip it into your pocket on a regular Tuesday. The locking pin also doubles as a tool too, and when screwed in, nothing is opening on its own without you wanting it to. Plus, at the size of my forearm, it's not the largest you'll ever hold, but gosh darn it, as you all seem to think, it's the personality that really counts in the end. You'd be a fool to not wear anything other than the toughest watches ever made. A G-Shock withstands any explosion, fight, or my favorite, daily dings and dongs, because at the end of the day, it still spits out facts perfectly, so you're never late to, you know, save the world or something. My choice goes to the GD350, which I saw a TikToker rave about and I had to see what was up. Turns out it's now my favorite G-Shock. It's got all the features you'd expect: stopwatch, alarm with a dedicated backlight, but it's this button that takes the cake, instantly being able to start the timer without having to change the watch face. It's sort of silly, but for anyone that likes to work in hour intervals, it comes in clutch if you just want a dumb watch that looks and feels sturdy AF. Around back, it offers these swinging flaps as well, and if you've got hairy wrists, this may be the perfect watch for you, as it keeps things tidy and tug free, but also possibly the most comfortable watch you'll ever wear too. We all know how dark things get, whether it's in an abandoned mansion or just in your mind. So the Olight Arcwave UV comes double useful, offering not one, but two different lights. A dedicated UV light to expose how dirty you really are, and your standard flashlight so you can actually find yourself some new friends too. All built into this pack of juicy fruit gum looking handle that feels premium with its metal build, but it comes down to how easy it is to switch between modes too. All thanks to the dedicated toggle around the power button. Combine that with the dual clip around back, you can easily attach it to your bag or also face it forward when just out and about to stay hands-free. Ergonomically though, the long body feels comfortable but also durable as well, and the fact that it's rechargeable is just the cherry on top. Now the inside of the bag offers even more storage and organization, which is perfect if you're trying to stay far away from mushroom feasting meatheads, because you can pack this, a monocular from Nocs Provision, something you'd never think you need until you realize how close you've gotten to an active zone. The rubberized and textured finish, combined with adjustable knobs and dials, which is just a funny way of saying you'll be able to see clearly from really far away. It's designed surprisingly well in terms of build quality and just overall aesthetics, which is something you'd be proud of to just take out and show off, because in the end, it's just fun to play with as well. Fair warning though, unless there is an actual mushroom zombie apocalypse, I don't really recommend this as your daily carry.